What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hope you guys had a good start of the week. Today was a little slower for me until the end of the day. I'm going to kind of go over my BSLK trade. I was really looking for a strong inside bar play breakout. However, that did not happen. I was able to use the book and kind of see that there just wasn't enough bids on there or enough buyers on that one. BSLK. I did take a starter in pre-market before open bell, anticipating the break of 83. When I traded LTRY on that break, I did add in the morning. I accumulated this daily in the morning, and I was looking for this type of break, right? Where we open up and there really isn't really much of a weak open, and then we start cranking certain levels, right? I always like to see the first break of that inside bar play, and then we start to proceed to the break of 74 and so on, right? BSLK, we kind of had that almost. There was up only. My chart's kind of lagging. There was that no pullback. It kind of opened up and started to crank. We did have this little flag, and then it broke out. So we did get that break of 78, 83 cents was the VWAP level on that one. There was also a big zone to really go over and break over. So, which was a lot of this consolidation that was done in the morning. And this was pretty much like a really big level to get over right here. We did crank up to 94s up into this area, but we cannot book wide. So this is great, right? Why do some inside bars work than others, and how come some dailies don't work versus the other ones that kind of have similarities? This was great to see right here that this liquidity was immediately swiped away, not really restacked. When it pulls back, it kind of breaks out. That was that break right there. I thought when they pulled this offer and even some of these bid offers right here, we had some bids, a little bit of aggressiveness. And then even when bids started to come in, they started to pull them, they pulled them, and then we started to tank, pull back. Even right here, when this tried to curl, right, there's some bids getting sold into, and then an offer immediately comes on the book, and then this started to get heavy, and then kind of just sold off for the rest of the day. A lot different than that LTRY day where we started seeing some action, more bids came, more buyers stepped up, the bids followed up with the movement, with the price action. So that was different. So today I was able to play defense, although I soaked pre-market and smacked right away. I kind of had open, sized into it. When it broke out, I just didn't take a lot of my profits on that one. Was kind of seeing what this was going to do right here, and then I had to get out and take the small win after that. Once I kind of started to see this price action right here, I got out and bailed. I did try PRPH too. Again, I did soak this one once we started to pull back into this previous area of interest where buyers first stepped up and started to get this really cranking. I did look at the tape right here, but watching this in level 2, they really aggressively walked this one down. This one was another one that was that's another one too that was SSR. So they did really walk this down with tight control right here. Okay, right here, right? There was a couple confluences that I was looking for off this bounce right here, which was this previous area from the pre-market push right here. Really wanted to see that hold, right? We did start to curl, but however, again, watching this right here on that curl, this was a key moment right here, especially testing these previous sellers right here. When this bidder came in and some of it got sold into, about 70K got sold into it. right there, and you kind of see it start to get chipped. About 70K gotten sold into it. It stalled. Some buyers kind of stepped up off that, and then once they pulled this, this is when, again, another failed rotation that I was able to get out of and still be a little bit profitable. Could not get that full rotation out of that one. Um, I thought with this gearing up to the 52 weeks, or a couple days ago, it was high volume, that we would have a bigger rotation out of that. That did not happen, and that's okay because sometimes these just rotate a little bit. Um, this is like a 12% rotation failed. Honestly, just made a little bit today because some of the size I take and then they kind of not work out and then I bail out, sell out. So on that one, STAI was pretty much decent trade for me. I didn't trade this too heavy, STAI, but I was able to really catch this rotation right here for this break. My chart can just stop bugging on me. Okay. All right. I really paid attention to this particular area right here. To me, this is a nice zone right here. So this failed, broke down. We started to retest it. We retested it. We pulled back right here, and now we were not breaking down. So I was actually able to get a nice, decent rotation out of this one. Sold most of it into the fours right here. So it's another 15% rotation for the high break. Listen, today I'm going to take what I can get. I only took 5K on that anyways, long. I didn't really take a lot of size, particular on this one. STAI, book-wise, this was, that was that 4 break right there. Down here, this is where I started to accumulate and add. Once these bids down here got sold into, we were holding above this zone that I went over on the chart candle, on the candlestick chart. This is a nice little zone hold right here on the book. Once I saw this little micro double bottom right here on the book and there was no follow through to the sell side, that's when I started to accumulate. I just punched it twice with 2500 and then held for the 4 break. I did not catch that bigger move down here. This one actually did a perfect trend line bounce and rotation to high. So either way, I got the same move. I would have gotten maybe a 25 cents more or 40, which would have been great on that one, But I was taking what I can get today, This was definitely it's funny, we thought this was gonna go on Friday, but I ended up doing it today, kind of just straight up only on that one. Definitely use the book today to help guide me with seeing Pacific dailies try to work and maybe some ideas of these dailies working out, and then even looking for Pacific rotations to get into. I didn't really think we were in a cycle from like that AIFF run. I think this was just a really good daily that happened, right? And then we had some like MBRX go, this penny right here, this went parabolic, halted multiple times. I think we just had some really good dailies, and we're never really reached the cycle yet. KDLY, another one. I think we just had a nice, good daily that was setting up and that was primed to break out if it caught volume. And there's a lot of momentum. There's a lot of volume, right? This daily right here was a good daily for this one to actually fill its gap, make new highs above 420s. That was another really great play that happened last week. But as far as cycle, I don't think like market conditions are super strong. I just think that sometimes, when there's only a couple names running or a good daily, that everyone's going to be on that one. Everyone's going to be looking how to trade it. trade at their best, whether it's a bunch of hyper scalpers, a bunch of people just trying to hold for the move, depending on how you trade it, long or short, scalp it, don't scalp it. There's definitely potential every day, and then some days there's better dailies than other days, and then sometimes we get really strong cycles, right? So you just have to be mindful. Um, I do size down when I'm not 100% confident in Pacific Daily. When I see a setup, I will take it, but I'm not taking it where it's like I'm putting myself in a big hole or giving back profits from good dailies or a strong cycle. You know, and I'm okay with that. I'm focused on not trying to take a million trades or be an impulsive trader. Something I learned with past really a couple 3-4 weeks, or even the beginning of the year, and taking some of red days. I've noticed that when I had a thesis and a plan, I would hop into another trade right away, and then I would trade that same ticker with same size or aggressive size and put myself in a bigger hole, and then I have to wait like a couple hours, and then finally something really nice comes up, and then I trade that, right? And then I have to break even for the day or end small red. So to me, when my BSLK trade did not work, I made sure that I didn't trade PRPH right away, right? You know, Smaller size, making sure I wasn't gonna get cracked on the head with that one if that rotation didn't work or if it failed, right? It's very important. I don't want to start oversizing and then see it not work, and then it starts to rotate, and then I take some more size and I get washed, So sizing down right there, and then finally STI, which made most of my money today on that one for that rotation, um, kind of worked out right here where I was able to get, a few G's off that one, and then a few G's off the other ones for them even not working. Ended the day around like a little over 7, which is not bad for a slower day for me. It's pretty nice to have. It's more of just mitigating risk and not forcing trades when they're not ready, or not forcing a trade that is made to dilute. Super, super key. Remember, these things are made to dilute, reverse split, sell off, have a nice liquidity event, sell off, come back down to Pennyland, and so on. So, um, I love the book. You know, um, keep plugging away, guys. Just remember to have charts prepped. Be mindful of what you're trading, where you're trading out, how much we're gapped up. Is there a lot of bidders on the book or level 2? Is there a lot of support? And then know when to size up and know when to size down. Know when to hit the gas and know when just to chill. And you will be okay. I don't mind when the market is not as strong or as hot. Um, there's other things you can work on like discipline and charting, studying, things like that. But all right, guys, much love. Peace out, Mikey.